every time as an actor, since from the time I become a public personality, every single time when I go to an event, a function, event, when I do interviews, there's a very common question that I get asked a lot. And that is, how did you become an actor? It's a very common question. Everybody gets asked this. People are probably very curious to know what was the journey? How did she become an actor? Maybe even for the aspiring actors, it's a good answer. So every single time, I have this cheeky smile on my face, and I say, oh, I failed in my 12th standard, and that's how I became an actor. It sounds simple, but there's a deep story hidden underneath. I remember 12th standard, I saw the results. I had failed in mathematics. And I am somebody who, my father had great hopes when it comes to education, like all South Indian parents do. And he's a strict police officer on top of that, so double the strictness. I was really scared. I was really good at studies. This had never happened to me. I had never failed in my life. So failing was like, it felt like an actual failure. And that day when I saw the result, I came out of the campus. I was sitting at the Adda. I thought I'm not going to go back home. All these negative thoughts started coming to me. That was not my personality. I don't get dark thoughts. I don't get negative thoughts. But that day, I thought, oh my God, I'm such a failure. And then I thought, oh my God, my life is over. And then I thought, maybe I should never go home. I should just run away and do something else with my life, never show my face to my father. But then morning became afternoon, afternoon became night, and then I started getting really hungry. So I went home. And my father was there, and he was like, so what happened? And the drama queen that I probably was even back then, I said, Dad, I've failed in my life. My life is over, and what's going to happen? Oh my God, I'm never going to be anything in my life. And I'm just saying all of that, and I'm crying literally. And he's just looking at me, and I'm thinking, now my father's going to tell me, get out of the house. Or he's going to say, don't ever show me your face again. That's what I was expecting. But he just looks at me and he's like, ha ha ha, you failed? That's it? In one subject, mathematics, that's it? Even I failed in my life. I failed in so many subjects. Many people fail in their lives. What's there? And then he said something to me that changed my life entirely. What did he say? He said, look, you've got 10 to 11 months to yourself. Why don't you do something fun? Forget the studies. Do something fun. Clear the mathematics exam later and then continue your education. But right now, enjoy your life. I know that you love participating in school plays, dramas, and dancing and all that. Why don't you join a film school? I saw this ad recently and I felt like you would really enjoy it. Why don't you take up that? That one sentence that he told me made me come alive. And I'm really glad he said that to me. I'm really glad I failed that day. I went on to do that diploma for 10 months in film acting, filmmaking. I went to the film school. And then I remember at the end of the diploma, someone spotted me, a technician, and he said, you're going to be an actor. I said, no, I'm going to be a director. I wanted to be the intellectual one in the industry. Then he said, no, you're going to be an actor. I said, no, I have to go back, finish my studies, all that. I don't think I'll be allowed to act in films. Then he said, I'll give you a small offer now. Think about it. I am doing many shows, and you can just come and host a TV show. See how you feel in front of the camera. And I was just going back to my college, and I thought, okay, pocket money milega, chalo, let's go, do this. And I started doing television when I was free from college. And then I did a lot of food and travel shows, and then I did Karnataka's first, reality dance show. I remember hosting that, and many, many other TV shows. And then I knew the film offer was like just coming to me. Whenever I was doing a TV show looking at the camera, I knew somebody out there is going to look at me and say, come do movies. I just knew it. Something just kept telling me that I'm going to do films. And then I got film offers, of course. I started doing films. Today I am here talking to you all because of that very reason. Now, I'm really glad that I failed that day. If I hadn't failed, life or my dad wouldn't have life in general, that energy that is there, it wouldn't have redirected me towards where I'm actually supposed to be. It wouldn't have rerouted me towards who I am, you know. Sometimes you've got to take the wrong train to go to the right place. That's a dialogue from a Korean show, I think. Yeah, thought it fit really well here. What I'm trying to say is, today's topic, organized by Kripanidhi Group of Institutions, is infinitism. I really love this word. I'm a number 8. I was born on number 8. So 8 is just lying down, right? That's the way it's drawn. So infinitism, what is infinitism? Infinity, basically. It's endless, unlimited, having no bounds, right? So I feel like there are endless possibilities in life. Anything can happen in life. But to understand that endless possibilities, there has to be uncertainties. There has to be failures. There has to be something that you don't know what's going to happen, that mystery of life. You should never know about it. So in order to understand what is success, you've got to fail. In order to understand what is light, you have to go through that darkness, right? In order to understand what is real, you have to know what is real, right? So yeah, that was the story of how I became an actor. To me, it's an important one, a special story. I'm really glad I got to share this with you all today. And then, after I became an actor, I started shooting for my first film. I remember a bunch of people from my family, everybody was telling me that, you know, why are you becoming an actor? We're a family of bureaucrats. You shouldn't be doing this. Why are you doing films? You're doing all right on television. You're earning good enough money. Some people said, you, an actor? Ha, 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 very funny. So I was really upset at the time. I was shooting my first film. I was really upset. And there was this friend in college who was sort of my Rakhi brother. And I would go and tell him, you know, this is what people are saying. I feel it in my gut, that intuition, that voice that is there. I always listen to that superpower that we all have, intuition. I've listened to it. I know that I'm supposed to be on screen. I love acting. I'm really enjoying this process. And he told me a story that, again, till today, whenever there's anything, I go back to that story. It was a very simple story. I'm sure all of you must have heard about it. There's a little frog. It's just enjoying its life, jumping around, enjoying nature. And then suddenly it goes and falls into a deep well. And the well has no water. And suddenly the frog is like, oh my God, I've fallen into the well. What am I going to do? How am I going to get out? Am I going to go out back in the nature, live my life? It's going through all of that negative emotions that maybe I'm going to die here. Oh my God, my life is over. And then suddenly there are human beings on top who are throwing mud into the, well, because it's empty, no water. Children might play around. Let's just close it and make it, safe for everybody. They start closing the well. They start putting the, mud into the well. And then the frog looks at the whole thing and is like, oh my God, all the mud is going to fall on me and I'm going to just die here and that's it, done. Then something happens, he's just going into that negative zone, dark thoughts, going down, 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 and then suddenly something clicks. And he thinks, wait a minute, that's falling on me. I can just shake it off my body and stand on top of it, move it a little. When it falls this side, I'll move a little here. If it falls on me, I'll just shake it off. I'll stand on top of it. Mud falls, he'll shake it off and stand on top of it. Again it falls, he'll shake it off and stand on top of it. And then slowly it just comes out of the well and lives happily ever after. So, using this story as a metaphor to my life, every single time somebody said that you can't be an actor, I just did. And then someone said you can't be, an actor's life is just 5 to 6 years. That's it. Actress's life, sorry. Actress's life, shelf life, is just 5 to 6 years. You have to do everything in those 6 years. And then I did this. 12 years later, I'm here. And somebody else said something else. You're supposed to be acting only with big stars. Do this kind of movie. Do 10 films a year. I just kept doing that. What I'm trying to say is, success is different for everybody. I don't think because an actress in the past who's done really well, kudos that she's done well, but I don't think you need to follow that. Or if you get, probably 10 actors in a room, everybody is doing films for different reasons or acting for different reasons, and success means different things to different people. What does it mean to you personally? That is how I think success has to be defined, especially curated for your life. For somebody who cleans my car, he was telling me the other day that, I should just pay my children's school fees, that's success to me. And then for somebody in Italy, maybe they just want to eat some pasta in the afternoon and go to sleep, that is success to them. Maybe somebody wants to earn this kind of money, huge amount of money. Somebody wants to do 10 films a year, like I said. For me, I love to do 2-3 films a year on my terms. I like to travel the world, see a new country that I haven't been to, be useful to the society. It's a huge responsibility being who you are. Once you become somebody, it is a responsibility. When you become somebody, it is of utmost importance that you have to give back to the society, be really, really useful. Anything, in any way you can. Even standing here and talking to you. So yeah, success is something that you define for yourself. You do not let anybody else tell you what success should look like for you. There are a set of challenges I faced before I became an actor. There are a set of challenges that I would obviously, newer challenges that I would face after I became an actor. But for me, I always knew my goal. How did I know my goal? There were times that I would completely disconnect from everybody and everything. That is how I could, so take that time off, come back, and then connect even better. How will you know what is success to you personally? When you're looking at everybody, you hear all that noise, everybody's telling you, do this, do that. How are you going to know? No, you're not going to know anything. It's going to be other people's chatter. I think you have to sort of get all that noise out, go to yourself, I don't know, pick up something, probably meditate, be alone with your thoughts, go somewhere alone, go on a solo travel, that's a thing today. Whatever works for you, that's what I'm trying to say. Whatever works for you, be with yourself, disconnect, understand what is real for you. Not just follow the trend. All of us are making reels on trending songs and we are performing and, for what? Do you really enjoy it or do you just want to be a trend? If you really enjoy it, do it. But you're doing it for different reasons? No, don't. So yeah, I absolutely understood that, for me, my success would be, like I told you, films and travel and doing something, giving something back. But there's one thing about also being an actor, right? When you're an actor, there are byproducts like fame, a lot of money, perks in life, all that. But they're all just byproducts. They're not real. Being an actor, I think one needs to enjoy acting, being in front of the camera, playing that role. Between that action and cut, you live, I don't know, you feel like you've gone to the heaven and come back. Trust me, that's how it feels. Feels so good being in front of the camera. If that is the reason you're being an actor, great. But if you're doing it for fame and all the other things, no, that's not the right reason. So you've got to differentiate your life. You've got to understand what is real and what is real. And how do you do that? You disconnect so that you can come back and connect. I think all of us just, like I said, that you have to know what is darkness to know what is light. You have to know what is, fake to know what is real. So that infinite sign, life is like that loop, infinite loop. You're going to be going there, you're going to be going here. You're just going to keep doing that dance of life. But I feel like really you get a better understanding of it when you just stay in between and just observe everything. Life takes you here, yeah, go there. Life takes you there, yeah, go there. Work towards what you love doing the most. Give it your best. Give your best and leave the rest. And above everything, there is something called the algorithm of life. Like how there's digital algorithm. We watch something on YouTube, Instagram, and then they show us more of that similar content. Yeah? We all know about it. I feel like there is something called algorithm of life. You can never judge. You never know what's coming. You just have to trust that algorithm. You have to fail to succeed. You know, you have to do something that is not right to know what is right, actually. So yeah, be in that dance, enjoy the life, enjoy the flow. Right now, I'm remembering this amazing quote by Bruce Lee, and he said it in his fantastic style. I'll try to say it, not just like him, just the line. He said, empty your mind, be formless. You know, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put water into a teapot, it becomes the teapot, right? Be water. It has the ability to crash or flow. Be water, my friend. Flow. Flow with grace, flow with dignity. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been such a kind audience. Thank you so much, TEDxKGInstitutions, for having me here. It was my absolute honor. Thank you so much. Thank you.